In the previous video, I used the OpenPLC Runtime that was accessed through a web browser. In this video, I will show how to use OpenPLC version 4, which connects directly to the OpenPLC Editor. With Runtime v4, you no longer need to use a web browser. The runtime runs in the background, and you interact with it directly through the editor. First, we can download Runtime version 4 for Windows from the Runtime section at autonomylogic.com. Next, after the download is complete, proceed with the installation of OpenPLC Runtime version 4. Follow the installation steps as prompted, and wait until the process finishes completely. Make sure the installation is successful before continuing to the next step. After the installation is complete, we can launch OpenPLC Runtime version 4. A terminal window will appear. Let it run for the initial initialization process. During this step, the runtime prepares all required services in the background. You may also see a notification asking for permission to allow the Python 3 application. Make sure to click Allow to continue the process. Please wait until the running notification appears, indicating that the runtime is ready to use. This is the ladder diagram that I shared in the previous video. This diagram is an example that I will use in this demonstration. It consists of several input addresses, output coils, and a memory address used to store the result of an up counter. Next, in the configuration section, select Device, OpenPLC Runtime version 4. Enter the local IP address, then click Connect. After that, enter the username and password that were created during the first connection, and click Login. To start compiling the program for OpenPLC Runtime version 4, click the Compile button on the left side. The editor will begin compiling the ladder program and preparing it for the runtime. Please wait until the compilation process is fully completed before proceeding to the next step. Next, I will perform debugging and simulation. Click the debugger icon on the left side, then wait until the system is ready for debugging and simulation. This feature allows us to monitor the program execution in real time, check the status of inputs and outputs, and simulate signal changes without using real hardware. After the process is complete, we can return to the ladder diagram that we created earlier. At this stage, we can manually force the contacts to true or false directly from the ladder view. By doing this, we can simulate input signals without connecting any physical devices. When a contact is forced, you can immediately observe how the logic behaves, including changes in the output coils and the memory values, such as the counter results. This makes it easier to verify that the program logic is working correctly and to understand how each part of the ladder diagram responds to different conditions. As a conclusion, in earlier versions such as OpenPLC Runtime version 3, the runtime was commonly accessed and managed through a web-based interface using a browser. In contrast, OpenPLC Runtime version 4 works differently. It runs completely in the background and connects directly to the OpenPLC Editor, eliminating the need for a web browser. This approach makes the workflow more streamlined, faster, and easier to use, especially for development, debugging, and simulation. With these improvements, OpenPLC Runtime version 4 provides a more efficient and modern way to develop and test PLC programs on Windows.